Let's go Idaho for another great game inside the Kimmie Dome. The crowd is filling up the dome, and we're just about ready for the Hofstra Pride and the Idaho. Here come the Vandals. Hi, and welcome everyone to another great college football game brought to you by the fine folks at EA Sports. I'm Brad Nessler with Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit. The Pride appear to be completely overmatched in this one. What do you think, Kirk?
There's no...
Yep. Nope.
We're hoping for a great... We'll see how these two teams play in this game as they prepare for the opening kickoff. Kicks it off. Number 8 has it at the 5. Spinning. And he couldn't get a thing going with that return, Lee Corso.
Brad, let me tell you something about kickoff returns. They require good blocking and precise timing. They didn't have either one of those things right there.
They'll start this drive at the 12-yard line. The Pride line up with two tight ends. Back to pass. Looks. He's rolling right. The ball is tipped. Almost picked off. They're really fortunate that wasn't intercepted.
Not a very smart decision by the quarterback. He had no shot at completing it.
Yeah, but that defender had a perfect shot at it. He just didn't catch it.
Handoff up the middle. And down he goes. He carries the ball for 3, maybe 4 yards. 3rd and 6. Ball on the 16-yard line. Idaho lines up in a dime defense here. Wants the middle, and it falls incomplete. The big tight end got it knocked out of his hand.
Oh, he's supposed to be able to make that play. A good-sized kid like him, he can't let them push him around like that.
4th and 6. Ball on the 16-yard line.
Number 19 comes to the line with 3 wide. Looking. Over the middle. He's right there for the interception. Looks like the quarterback was rattled by that pressure.
Well, let me tell you, the best ones will sit there and take a hit and make the throw. This kid's got to stand there if he wants those passes completed to his team, not the other.
They'll take over at the 29-yard line. Number 1, the lone back. Drops back to pass. Throws. Got it. Brought down. And Herbie, that was a good-looking throw.
Yeah, and what impresses me is the composure of this young quarterback. He made a great read, saw the open receiver, and delivered an almost perfect strike. Good-looking play.
It's 2nd down and 1 to go. Ball on the 20-yard line. The Pride bring in the nickel package. He drops back. Across the middle, and he's got it. Going the other way now. What a catch. I'm surprised he was able to hang on to that one.
You know, sometimes you hear people say that defensive backs can't catch the ball very good. That's why they play defensive back instead of receiver.
Well, this guy just proved that theory wrong. He can definitely catch the football.
Yeah, there are some exceptions. I will definitely admit that.
They'll set up shop at the 17-yard line. Number 22 lines up as a single back up the middle. He's gobbled up in the backfield.
Instead of running around the defenders, he ran right into them.
I don't think it mattered if he ran left or right or over the top. They just lost the battle up front.
2nd and 13 coming up here. Ball on the 14-yard line. The Vandals line up in a nickel back. Can't wrap him up. And he's stopped behind the line. Well, they call the same counter, and this time it's a dismal result.
Yep, it came to a screeching halt against this smart defense.
3rd down, 13. Ball on the 14. The Vandals line up with 6 defensive backs. He's looking, steps up, and they get the sack. How about that blitz, guys?
Well, this is the play they like to call sometimes in this situation, a corner blitz. Here, the offense didn't do a very good job of picking it up.
Yeah, you're right, Coach. It's hard to tell sometimes where that pressure's coming from.
The special teams coach sends his punt team out on the field. Plenty of hang time on this one. Number 1 signals for a fair catch. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. And we're all tied up at the end of the first quarter. And there's 2 minutes remaining in the half. Number 1, the lone back. Goes to the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown. That was quite a play as he found his wide receiver for the touchdown. And he tacks on the extra point. So with less than 2 to go in the second quarter, our score is Idaho 7, Hofstra 0. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. Kicks it off. Number 8 fields it in the end zone. He spins. This defense did a good job on the last series. They forced the offense to go 3 plays and out.
And now they're looking to build off of that and shut them down again right here.
They'll go to work at the 14-yard line. The Pride come out in a 2 tight end set. Back to pass. Looks. Under heavy pressure. Wants the middle. He has some room. Gets past the tackler. And he's brought down. How about your assessment of that long play, Kurt?
Well, Brad, not only a big pass play, but anytime you can stretch a defense on first or second down like this, you're going to open up your running game.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 40. Number 19 with 3 wide receivers. They keep it on the ground with a tailback. Spin move. Excellent open field tackle. And he comes up with a nice run.
A nice run, but they kept him from getting out of bounds and stopping the clock.
First and 10. Ball on the 45. The Pride with 4 receivers. And he's tackled. The quarterback gets a couple on the draw play.
Gain of 2 on the play.
2nd and 8 coming up here. Ball on the 43. Number 19 comes to the line with 3 wide. Straight ahead with the fullback. Tackle. About 5 yards there on the fullback carry.
5-yard gain on the play.
It's 3rd down and 3 to go. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. They come out with 3 wide receivers. They hand it off. They'll bring him down. How about that call in this situation, guys?
No. Not a good one. Let me tell you why. Here's a situation where you want to score and score quickly. That play didn't go anywhere, but it also hurt them in terms of lost time.
And they're going to go for it. Has some daylight. The 10. Touchdown! The halfback got the call and was able to carry it to Pater.
Yeah, looking smooth out there.
He's one of those guys they can count on for big plays.
And he hits the PAT. The fine folks at Pontiac bringing us this summary of how that drive took place. Number 8 looks ready to kick this one off. He kicks it. Number 1 takes it to the 21. The offense ready for the first play of this drive. They moved the ball extremely well on their last possession on their way to the end zone. Hofstra brings in the nickel here.
1st and 10.
They'll throw on 1st down. Looking. Short toss. Incomplete pass. Incomplete after the defense got in his face and punished him as he released the football.
The offensive line is just opening the floodgates on him.
The Vandals line up in a split back set. Drops back to pass. Throws this one out to the right. The ball is tipped. Great defensive effort that time.
Did you see how that safety played that ball? That was a beautiful play.
3rd down and 10 coming up. Ball on their own 40. Number 7 has 4 receivers lined up here. He drops back. He's looking. Over the middle. Got him. Idaho takes a timeout. First and 10. Ball on the 34. The Vandals line up with 4 wideouts. Back to pass. Looks. Rolls right. He's under some heat. Just throws this one away. So it's 2nd and 10. This is the 5th play of this drive. Defense lines up with 8 men in the box. Drops back to pass. Here comes the pressure, and he's stopped behind the line. Idaho calls a timeout. The offense faces another 3rd down as they line it up. They'll have one more chance for the end zone. He drops back. Steps up in the pocket. Over the middle. And it's knocked down. And they do a good job at swatting that one away.
You're right, Brad. Excellent awareness by the defender to know where the football is and get his hand on it.
One more play now before we hit halftime, so they'll most likely throw one towards the end zone here. Looking. He's going left. Number 2 picks it off. At the 40. Down the sideline. And he's tackled. That'll do it for the first half here. We're tied. Hofstra got the ball to start the game, so they'll be kicking off to start the second half. Kicks it off. Number 36 calls for the fair catch, and they make the fair catch at the 38-yard line. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. Idaho goes with the ace set here. Handoff up the middle. And they make the stop. 6 yards on the carry.
Gain of 6 on the play.
It's 2nd down and 4 to go. Ball on the 44-yard line. Number 1 alone in the backfield. Back to pass. Under pressure. And he's going to be sacked for a loss. The 5th-year senior at linebacker drops the quarterback to the ground for the sack.
You got to love a kid with this kind of mentality on defense. He's just so tough out there.
I remember he was being recruited about 5 years ago, and all those schools wanted him at fullback. Well, this staff has done a great job of turning him into a very impressive linebacker.
Number 1 lines up as a single back. Pressure coming. Throws to the middle. He juked him out of his shoes. Inside the 30. To the 10. Touchdown, Idaho. The throw to the wide receiver goes for a touchdown.
That kid looks like a natural receiver out there.
Well, you could say he's from a good pedigree when it comes to football. I think his father's taught him very well.
And he tacks on the extra point. So here's the Pontiac drive summary to recap what just happened. Idaho lines up for the kickoff. Number 20 and number 8 set to return. Kicks it off. Number 8 takes it at the 4. He spins around. Flag down, and I'm not sure when it was thrown. Let's find out.
Clipping on the receiving team. After distance to the spot of foul.
So they'll move back after that costly penalty, and they'll have to try to get that yardage back here. They'll get the ball here at the 9-yard line. The Pride with 4 receivers drops back to pass. Down the middle. Finds a man. First down. What a pass.
Boy, that was a big-time throw by the quarterback. He did a good job of taking what the defense gives him.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 26. The Pride come out with split backs. He's got to throw it in a hurry. Wants to throw a screen. And they hit him in the backfield. A 1-yard loss.
1-yard loss on the play.
Second and 11 coming up. Ball on the 25.
25-yard line.
The Pride have 5 receivers on this play. He's looking. He steps up. Once and all. Going deep. Batted ball. Good awareness defensively that time by the linebacker.
Not only that, but as you saw, he also made a very athletic move to get to the ball.
It's 3rd down and 11 to go. Ball on their own 25. The Vandals bring in their dime package. He drops back. Looks. Fires a bullet over the middle. It's deflected. That close to being intercepted. Good defense there, guys.
I wonder if the quarterback was expecting to see man coverage there because he threw it right to the defense.
And that's what's so tough about playing against the zone. You think a guy's open, and out of nowhere, a defender shows up. Just like that.
There's nothing conservative about this play calling, fellas. Looking, steps up. He throws a dart. Someone got a hand on it. And they turn the ball over. Shouldn't they have punted in that situation?
Even though they're down, you're right. I think they should have punted.
They'll take over at the 25-yard line. Pro formation here. Here's the give. Little shake and bake move with the spin. Brought down. Gain of 9.
9-yard gain on the play.
So that brings us to the end of the quarter, and at the end of 3, our score, Idaho 14, Hofstra 7. 2 minutes left in the ball game.
Ball on the 16-yard line.
This offense has a great scoring opportunity right now. Let's see if they can make the most of it. And that will stop the clock.
Yeah, Brad, that doesn't make too much sense to me. You got the lead. Just run the football. Keep the clock running.
3rd and 1 coming up on this play. Ball on the 16. The Vandals line up in a goal line formation. They get it out there on the toss. There he goes. And he's shoved out of bounds. Nice pickup on that run.
Here's a perfect example of running the toss play. Good pitch, good catch, and blocking was good enough up front to spring this tailback to a monster game.
Defense comes out in a 4-4. They need a big play here. He's gobbled up in the backfield. And he tried to make something big happen, Coach, and it backfired.
I know. You always try to teach your players never run backwards. I think that kid needs a talking to.
They come out with 4 linebackers. Here's the give. They'll bring him down. The running back gives them 6 on the ground.
Gain of 6 on the play.
EA Sports and Old Spice say congratulations to our players of the game. Let's see if they can punch this one in. be enough to do it here.
Yep, I think I hear the fat lady warming up her vocals.
I don't know. I think I hear someone speaking maybe a little bit too soon. Crazier things have happened in college football.
And he hits the PAT. So with less than a minute to go in the fourth quarter, the score is Idaho 21, Hofstra 7. Idaho is ready to kick it away. Kicks it off. Number 20 fields it at the 2. Spins upfield. A confident defense heads out onto the field after stopping this offense on a 4th down attempt the last time they were on the field.
And the last thing you want to do is to come out and do nothing again and give them even more confidence.
The Pride come out in the ace formation. Has some daylight. He tries to spin. And he's tackled. And there's a penalty on the play. Let's see who it's on.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
These guys right now are just helping out the opposition.
Yeah, and those mistakes drive a coach crazy. Lack of discipline on the field, hates it.
First and long. Ball on the 16-yard line. The Pride come out in a 2 tight end set. Counter play. He's got an opening. Spinning. Tackle.
22.
Hofstra takes a timeout.
15-yard gain on the play.
It's 2nd down and 5 to go. Ball on the 31-yard line. They line up in an I. Again with the run. He's hit and got away. And they make the stop. And a first down for the running back.
It's a big first down for this offense. Now maybe it'll take some of the pressure off the quarterback.
First and 10. Ball on the 44. Idaho puts 6 DBs on the field to counter this 5-receiver look. Steps up in the pocket. Wants to throw outside. He needed a little more touch on his throw.
He's got to take a deep breath, relax, and just play a little pitch and catch out there. Don't be anxious, kid.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 44. 3 wideouts here. Under heavy pressure. He's looking. He steps up. And they bring him down for a sack on the play.
There was just not enough people to block. And when there ain't enough, you're going to get nailed.
Here's a 3rd and long situation. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. Hofstra calls a timeout. Third and long. Ball on the 29. Idaho has all their DBs in for this 5-wide set. Throws. Got it. He goes down. What an amazing catch. First down.
Boy, Brad, you said it. That is a big-time play there. Spectacular catch and great body control there on the long pass reception.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 37.
37-yard line.
And that's the end of the ball game. Kirk, any final thoughts here?
You know, I think it was a well-played game for the most part. Hofstra had a few missed opportunities in this game. I think if they could have capitalized on a few of them, it would have been a lot closer, and they might even have won this game.
Folks, that's going to do it for this edition of NCAA Football 2005. We hope you join us again soon. Again,